Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have first crack at this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this off.
Turning it on! Got the first down and still on his feet. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Got his man downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Makes the grab. It's Brown.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right up to the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's second and long. Offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted in the first drive into the pick.
I hate to be Captain Obvious, but it's pretty obvious what is raining. And you just don't know how a quarterback is going to always respond and hand size and how they throw in the rain. An opening drive.
Taking it the other way. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To throw, it's Blunt. Throwing right. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's a heat. On the move, he fires. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Hayden. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's.
He lets one fly deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Working that left side. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Wolverines, once back up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Going to the running game. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Back to pass. It's Blunt. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and you're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Michigan's offense takes the field. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and you've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to move them on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Blunt. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch as Etienne. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cruz. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Got a man. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your 1st sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got 12 trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up.
He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Motion from the back. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. Looking for a man. It's Blunt. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Leaves it with the running back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll get rid of it. Connection to the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The give to the lone running back. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Purdue delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Big Ten. Trust me when I say the party is on in West Lafayette. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Offense getting set for first down. Back to throw. It's Blunt. It's complete to the left. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. He'll pull it on the read. Fights off a defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the
Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop with that return right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Give to the running back. Headed to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, it's Blunt. Grabbed over the middle, it's Etienne. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
They'll run it from the gun. At midfield, he's got room. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Brown.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything way down the field. Just take the easy throw in.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll immediately call timeout. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Snagged out of the air. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Blunt. Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Release to the back. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Dropping back, it's Blunt. Pulls it in. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Now on 3rd down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down, you can keep yourself out of the...
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. To the air on second down. They've got the screen set up. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
To the air on first down. He's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Blunt. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Nose tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
When you've already sent your punt around 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Trojans send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in at the 40. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, take advantage of the clock. It's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On his feet at the 40. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to... He's taking the shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And some room to work. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
So here comes the Michigan offense. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the ground with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Gets it out fast. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he used that patented spin move to pick up a few extra yards. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with his 2nd and goal. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And everything on offense working so far, whether it's running it, throwing it. Let's get the receivers involved. With the jet sweep game, when you've got speed and you've got athleticism like they have, everything works.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
To the air, it's Blunt. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They believe they can run right here. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Turning it on! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere. Didn't
get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. possession. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The running back has it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
I love the awareness by the defense there. Third and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up fourth and long.
The Wolverines looking to convert on fourth down. He might want another play. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it, first down and more. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Back to pass, it's Blunt. Rushes on him. Fires deep on the run. He's got it down the left. Running free. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it first and 10 inside the 30. Single back formation, and they give it to him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
USC 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Bought a little time, lets it go. Dumps it off in the flats. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is... And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Minnesota looked less like a pack of Gophers and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Huntington Bank Stadium. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Hawkins. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. Pick.
And how about first INT for this guy? Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Under fire. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Montgomery. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the single back. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defense
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kane. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Wolverines are marching down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. His drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands. It's Montgomery. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw. It's Yates. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Trojans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quick strike complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some...
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party, the consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. There he goes! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Here's the pressure. Under heavy pressure lets it fly. And he's got it at the 25. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Finds a man on the left. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw, it's Yates. Pocket breaking down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.